Hi guys, I'm Lana.
Hi, I'm Ashlen.
And this is the Second Breakfast Club. Join our Patreon early access series about quick little looks at BTS's birth charts. So, information in the description about the Patreon. You can see next week's video today because the Patreon's a week ahead. Getting their early access, as well as like a whole bunch of other cool stuff, including Kdrama reactions, vaulted videos, all the run reactions, the GCF reactions, like a lot of things we can't easily put on YouTube are there. But yeah, so we're not going to go too deep. In the description, there's information about birth charts, so we don't know a lot of it. But we just thought it'd be a fun experiment to see if we could guess what might be in a member's birth chart, and then see what the actual birth chart is. We don't know the time they were born, so we don't know their ascendants or houses, but we know their planets. So, Jimin, we know is a Libra, and I have to admit up front, I remember more of Jimin's birth chart. Like, this isn't my first time seeing it, because Jimin and I have a lot in common on our birth chart. So I'm going to try not to say as much about my guesses, because I know. And I also think it's funny to mention that Jimin has the same birthday as our sister, and Namjoon has the same birthday as our mom.
Oh, yeah, huh?
So I always think it's funny, too, to think that Jimin and Trisha were born on the same day. But yeah, our Libra boy. What do you think of when you think Jimin?
Definitely Libra, for sure. He's
Yeah.
very airy. I don't know, I would see, like...
And fair.
I could see Scorpio, Aquarius,
Get those Slytherin signs in there. Because our boy's a fluffy Slytherin.
yeah. Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius. I could see probably... maybe a hint of, like... I don't know, Aries or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that, too.
Maybe Taurus in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's good. I was just about to say maybe Taurus. Maybe some hint of an earth sign because of his dedication. But I do agree, like, water and air is probably predominant.
I could probably see a little Capricorn in there, too.
Yeah. And even though I know some of what's in his chart, I'd say right up front, I guessed also as Scorpio. Because if if he wasn't a Libra in this sun, he's got Scorpio in there. Like, our little passionate mystery detective boy who wants to care about everybody. So yeah, so Sun in Libra, which is your root.
Ah, Gemini.
And then Moon is how you emotionally interact with the world. So there's your earth sign right there, right up front in the Moon. So pleasant, witty, charming, intelligent, but if he's in a bad place, he could be moody, irritable, nervous, or restless. All of that makes a lot of sense. Mercury is how you intellectually interact with the world, and he's a Libra, which, like we've said, a lot of BTS should have Libra in there because they're so dedicated to fairness and equality and balance, but the fact that Jimin's is in Mercury, like, the whole way he thinks about the world, that makes sense. Like, I feel like Jimin wants to do right by everyone all the time. And wants to make sure that everybody's okay. Does that make sense? Venus and Scorpio. That's the least surprising thing I've ever seen in my life. So Venus is your love and romance sign. This is one I did know because Jimin and I swap Libra and Scorpio a lot. Like, I keep saying I am Jimin, and comparing our birth charts kind of proves that we might be. Because I think, like, 4 planets we swap Libra and Scorpio. And I'm a Libra and Venus and a Scorpio and Sun, and, you know. But, I mean, who didn't know Jimin was going to be a Scorpio and Venus?
Right.
Like, he's our sexy, innocent boy. You know, positive traits: intense, strong, concentrated, loyal, passionate, romantic. But if he's in a bad place, he could be kind of controlling, jealous, or possessive. Mars also in Scorpio, which is a really bold place for Scorpio to be, I think. Because Mars is kind of your passion, but also can have a bit to do with your temper and temperament. And Scorpio is a really intense sign. So, like, Scorpio Mars is intense.
Yeah.
But that's where, like it says here, a lot of his determination and ambition could come from. Jupiter, which is his work sign, work planet, being in Sagittarius, so inspirational, enthusiastic. But if he's in a bad place, he could be kind of indifferent or indecisive. Like, I see a lot of the negative traits coming out in anxious, like anxiety. Saturn in Pisces, you guessed it. Him having some Pisces in there, or for that being in Saturn, makes a lot of sense. It's interesting that, well, I guess that's not true. I was going to say that I think of Jimin as patient with other people a lot. Mm-hmm. And there's like a lot of, at first glance, I would think there's not a lot of patience in there, but I'm like, oh wait, but Scorpios can be pretty patient. Gemini, Libras can be pretty patient. So, yeah. Uranus in Capricorn, Neptune in Capricorn, Pluto in Scorpio, those are kind of generational. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so there's a lot of passion in here. Like, if you take certain signs, he has a lot of signs that are in their most intense planets. Mm-hmm. Like having Venus in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, even Moon in Gemini. Like, those are some intense positions for these planets definitely. To be. So he probably lives a really intense, like emotionally intense life.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too how many of the negative traits here we've kind of seen when he's in a bad place. Mm-hmm. So like moody, nervous, restless, indecisive, impulsive, preferring to work alone, or he can be really sensitive, stuff like that. But on the flip side, when he's in a good place, it's like, social and loves peace and loves everybody to be treated fairly, and he can be really expressive and determined and ambitious, and that all makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, really no surprises so far for this whole series for me. Mm-hmm. Well, a couple, but not huge surprises, which is kind of interesting when you think about it, that like, I don't think we've been really off on anybody yet. So right below, did anything surprise you? Did anything seem interesting to you? Like, let's have a little chat and maybe get a little deeper in our thoughts and stuff in the comments. Again, resources below. Again, you can join the Patreon, see next week's now. And also, we know these are fast. We know they're barely diving into anything, but we just wanted it to be accessible to people who just wanted to know the birth charts. Mm-hmm. And we'd be happy to delve a lot more into astrology if you're interested, but ask for it and we'll try to work it out. Otherwise, here's your little info blurb. Here's Jimin's birth chart with a little bit of what we thought about it and a fun experiment on can we guess what's in the birth chart? Right? If I'd thought twice, I would have also added in guessing what their Hogwarts house is, but I think we already know what they say their Hogwarts house is.
I've already guessed it in our question and answer video. What we thought they were.
Oh, did we? Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Then go watch that.
Yeah.
Because to me, Hogwarts houses are just like getting a Myers-Briggs or astrology, right?
It was our 10,000 on our 10,000 subscribers special.
I think we answered a lot of good questions in the 10,000 subscriber special. Mm-hmm. So I highly recommend it if you want to know about us.
And if not, that's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to. You might just be like, yeah, I skipped everything you said. I just wanted to see the birth chart in the corner of the screen.
Right.
So yeah. Let's move on to V, Kim Tae-young. Go to the Patreon to see it now. Wait until next week if you don't want to pay or can't pay. And we'll just come hang out and let's talk about V. I'm very interested in because he's a big mystery boy.
Definitely.
So until next time.
Live long and prosper.
Also like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.